Hey everybody, Ope here, Ope Gaming, and I'm gonna try and make a commitment to you, the viewer. I know it's right off the bat, it's crazy, but I am gonna try and get out 1 to 3 videos a week, especially when new content drops for Raid. I'll try to get it out the same day, but since I actually have a work schedule and I'm working during that time, and I'm not officially part of the content creator program, which I mean I'd like to, so let's see how that goes. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get out 1 to 3 videos a week, put it on the YouTube channel, really try to promote it. I will never ever try to tell you guys like and subscribe. Do that of your own free will. If you think my content's good, like it. If you want to see more of my content, then subscribe. But I'm never gonna ask you to every video. Personal pet peeve. I don't much care for that. All that weirdness out of the way. Let's talk about what's new in Raid and what's going to be happening. So currently going on right now, there is a double Lego event for Sacred Shards. As you see, mine's not up right now. That is because I fulfilled that event, and I shouldn't have done it, for one. I think these double Lego events are really for the people that are near or in Mercy, right? Meaning if you're in Mercy, you're going to pull a Lego within however many shards. The Lego chances for Sacred Shards is very bad. Like, I can't remember how many you can exactly go to. Mercy system. After 12 shards opened of sacreds and not getting a legendary, each sacred after that will give you a plus 2% chance to get that. So, what's guaranteed Mercy then? Instead of 5% chance, 2% chance every time. So that's like another what? Oof. Math is bad for this physicist. It's 8 times 2, 16% chance. I mean, you can go into the 20s before you even get a legendary. But I just want to say, I personally, I know, like, do as I say, not as I do. Don't pull if you don't have to, if you're not in near Mercy, and if you have enough resources for which I very much assume it's going to be Death Knight for August's legendary fusion, okay? So hoard your resources if you can. We also have CVC next week, and from all the other content creators that I've seen, it sounds like they're hinting at that there probably is going to be a guaranteed champion during that CVC, since the following Saturday is going to be ×2 Sacred Shards. So they're going to, Plarium tries to get you to use all your Sacred Shards before the fun ×2 and make you spend more money. Personally, I pray to God it's not Mashald or Bad Alcazar, because I might have to buy shards if it's one of those two. Because I really have wanted Bad Elf forever and Mashald forever, since Mashald got buffed. But that's just my hot take on that. Not really a hot take. It seems like other content creators like Scratch and them are saying the same thing. Nub says the same thing. But let's talk about this new champion that's coming out. I don't have the official screen or anything for that. So I'm, using somebody else's. But this is exactly what is said. There are some details about a brand new champion that will be added to the daily login rewards lineup and replace Lady Aresh. Which is our Night Revenant epic, right? Get this. They're going to give us a Night Revenant legendary for this next one to summon. Her name is Eryx. She's a legendary HP magic champion. Her skill set will be useful for both PvE and PvP. We'll see, depending on if anybody summons her from Ancient Shards. You can't get her from Sacreds because she's a fusion champ, which is a good thing. But she apparently has an expertise in dealing great amount of damage and saving your support team. Saving and supporting your team. Those seem like two different kind of things. You're dealing damage, but you're also saving the team. That's kind of a hybrid mix that really doesn't work well. You either do damage or you support the team. It's generally what makes an efficient champion efficient. Look at Astralon. Astralon has a guaranteed stun on his A3, but you got to build accuracy, and he also rips off veil buffs and stuff. So he's really good against Duchess Lola too. But he also does decent damage, and he is a damage champion. So it's kind of weird. He's like a control champion. But this is what this one sounds like too. Her A1, it'll attack all enemies, so AoE A1, that's pretty good. And it removes one random buff from each of those enemies. The A2 is also an AoE, and it gives her a chance to place a stun on enemies. She will transfer a random debuff from herself to enemies who receive the stun from her skill. So if you put her in a stun set, that's not going to work. It has to be from her skill. But if you put her in a stun set, she might be really great for Doom Tower, especially for progression, because you just climb up the Doom Tower, CCing all the waves. So she, I mean, from so far, she sounds like a solid champion. She's HP damage based, which is great. So her damage is going to keep her going, is going to keep her alive, right? It's like if it was a defense champion too. Her A3, she'll place Ally Protect on all allies except for herself, and then she gives herself a counterattack buff, which is kind of cool, right? So she has an AoE A1, but then she puts counterattack on herself, and then she saves her allies though, right? But she is an HP-based champion. So, I mean, I'm kind of torn, but I understand where they're going with this design. I actually like it. Her passive will allow her to boost her turn meter every time an ally inflicts a critical hit, and heal herself each time an enemy inflicts a critical hit. She will be in the game tomorrow, so there'll be a little update there. And you will see the fragments of this champion in the daily login rewards lineup starting on July 30th. So for me right now, that's in 4 days. And let me just kind of take a look here. Where am I at on my login rewards? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I haven't missed a login, so I am right on course. So we will all start seeing her. Well, maybe that's not true. Either way. But she'll be in the game tomorrow. So she'll, oops, don't want to buy that. Let's go Index. Let's go Night Revenants. She will be in this area. She'll be right over here. Eric, she'll probably, it's not alphabetical. Looks like a release order, so she'll be right here after Shemnath. And she actually looks really cool. And I don't want to steal Nub's stuff, but this is where I'm getting most of my information, so let me just hide our... So, okay.
You're getting her...
Whoop. Sorry, Nub. So if you can see right here, she actually looks really cool. Let's make that bigger. She has a crown that's made out of like flaming black chains. She has a flaming black sword, and she has just black smokish flames coming off of her. She looks really cool. So, I mean, Raid's killing it again with how cool she is. And if you took a look there real quick, you saw a lot of her, like, not her multipliers, but like the healing percent and all that fun stuff. Also, tomorrow is reset for Hydra, and our clan actually, we came together and we took down Brutal. So now we can start working on Nightmare, which is actually a great boon because you get a lot of coins, and you get, you know, the coins and the stone skin set is really what, you know, a lot of us are going for. But I found out that I myself and a lot of my clan mates can easily one key Brutal. This rotation, hard is easy and normal. I probably won't even mess with. I actually kind of wish they gave us 4 keys, to be honest, which is a complete turnaround from what a lot of the attitude for Hydra was. But I think 4 keys would be great because you need to go 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. But not a lot of people have that many champions either. Let's see. Doom Tower is going to restart here in 3 days, 8 hours. And we will be going over to the Immortal Dragon rotation. That ought to be fun. Hell Hades put out a thing talking about how we should all do one-man defenses in Tag Arena and one-man defenses in Classic Arena, and I agree with them because we're trying to meet those milestones that Raids put out for us to earn our rewards for the next whatever summer event. And we are very behind. So I think if everybody just put out one-man defenses, just like he said, it'd help us out a great deal. And not a lot of people are using their Hydra keys. That's very evident. The only thing we're really being consistent with is clan boss keys and spider keys, running the spider dungeon. Just is what it is. Also, right now, as soon as this battle gets done with, we'll go and look at the tournaments. They have that spider tournament going on right now that you have to only use champions from the Galen Pact. And I'll show you my team for that. I am currently in first place. I'm going to push for first, mainly because I want the epic 6-star Relentless gear, but also I get this Kale skin, and I never use Kale anyways, except for in secret rooms now. But I'm really wanting that. I pushed for this just to get the Void Shard. But champion training event will end here in about a day, just over a day. I didn't really participate in this at all. I don't care for that Trundle skin. I just flat out bought the Trundle skin I wanted, which was her Incinerus one. Which that price point of $35 for a legendary skin, that's perfect, because that is what other gacha games do for cosmetic stuff. $35 is more than reasonable for making my person look cool. Dungeon Divers event's going on. It's going to also end in just over a day. Artifact Enhancement event will end in a couple days. I'm not really going to do a lot for this. I might go up to the Ancient Shard, but I doubt it. Well, I actually might go up to this here. But remember, we got the fusion coming up probably starting next week. So we really should mind our P's and Q's and lord our resources. Hopefully you haven't spent all your tokens either for 3v3 in regular arena, because there will definitely be 3v3 tournament next week. Also, I mean, probably with CVC we might not even have it, but it counts. You get a lot of points for CVC for doing 3v3. But let me just show you my Galen Pact team. I am one of the very fortunate few that was able to get a Temezia, which makes Spider easy. I actually saw a dude who had a team of just 2 Temesias. They weren't built for damage. They were built with accuracy, and they had like almost 300 speed. And they were just in there to lay the burns and the stun and the decreased speed and reduce the turn meter on the Spider. And the guy had like a 20-second Spider 25 team. It blew my mind. But this one is mine here. I have Kriskin here for some defense, taunt. He keeps the team alive, same as Aox. I tried running it with just these 2, and it didn't work out because his taunt is a 1-turn taunt, and it's on like a 3-turn cooldown. So there's turns where even at his, like, let me see what his speed is. It's like 250. Spiderlings get a turn in, they kill Temesia. But then Temesia also has a problem where I have mine built for damage because I put her in Hydra, and she's amazing in Hydra. And she kills the Spiderlings. But let's talk more action, right? So I have it built. Chris is going to do his Ally Protect first. Then Temesia is going to throw her, fire or DPS. Stuns everybody, puts decreased speed on people she doesn't. She runs in. Now she prioritizes her A2 just to decrease the turn meter on the main Spider. All these little Spiderlings coming in here just love tapping Chris. He don't care. Aox decreases the turn meter and heals the team, which is great. He also works as an off affinity tank in this, because if there's no taunt off and there's no stun or decreased speed, they will target Aox out of habit because he has low health. He is in a Stalwart set. Yeah, Stalwart and Perception. And yeah, Chris speed's like 249. And this just takes about a minute 40, minute 30. On a perfect run, it takes like a minute 20. Might hit a minute 20 actually, because it's working. Yeah, a minute 20. So just the little burns go off. I needed silver from Spider anyways, because I was like down to 200,000 silver. Look at that. Our new best time with this, a minute 16. Let's see, defense, no defense substats. Save up your forge materials for CVC next week, and obviously, as always, hoard your resources for CVC. I don't know if it'll be personal rewards or not, because they did 2 personal rewards, one's back to back, so I assume this one's not going to be personal rewards. So our clan kind of doesn't go hard on it if it's not personal rewards. Yeah, that's really all I've got to say. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Just want to put this video out before I went to bed. And I will put another video out later this week. All right, you guys have a wonderful time, and remember, I don't know, keep your stick on the ice, I guess. Take care of yourselves.